morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whatever you are watching us from. It's another show for some speech. You can subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share, comment for more local discourse. So, Mr. Kule, the Fulanis have accused the president of promoting the Yoruba nation. Yesterday, he appointed a Yoruba woman as the DG of the DSS, of the author of DSS. Now, over 100 Fulanis were sacked in FIRS. So I think the president is promoting the Yoruba nation, and the Fulanis are coming out right now saying that they will show President Tinubu that President Tinubu is bent on dividing Nigeria. How can you this?
I think those people, they should go and sit down and they should just look at the narrative of the governance right from onset in the Nigeria system, and they are crying out loud because they are losing out, and they just losing out. The Fulanis, they are losing out. They've occupied everywhere right from onset. They even encroach the real Awusas, the Awusas we know that used to be their contemporary. They've sidelined those people, and you could just ask them, you can just easily ask them, under past president, what's it called, Vows, who dominated the governance of the country then, and they not the Fulani to the extent that the non-state actors, they occupy the whole space, that they have the right to be carrying AK-47 all around, and they did that under the pretext of President Buhari, when President Buhari was in power then. And you could remember there was even a governor that said he's a Fulani by heritage, and that they should allow this Fulani to be carrying gun AK-47. Why they cannot even use Southern, North Central, you cannot hold AK-47 at hand without being prosecuted. And the Fulani has every freedom. Let them know that this country belongs to every one of us. This country does not belong to only Fulani. This country belongs to Southwest. This country belongs to South-South. This country belongs to Southeast. This country belongs to North Central. This country belongs to Northeast, every other places.
Are you of the view that the president is promoting Yoruba nation?
No,
that was declared by the Hausa that the Fulanis, that the president is promoting Yoruba nation. And then that is why he has sacked virtually over thousands of Fulani across government agencies and then government hospitals. And I want to think, why are the Fulani also crying out now? Why are they crying?
What they are crying out is they believe the occupation of Nigeria, they've been back on for a while, is still going to continue. But the system, the narrative has changed now. And what you say, what are their productivities in FRS that we are talking about? What are their productivities? I think a state actor, a very erudite, one of the government personnel, I just don't want to mention it, is even from the North extraction. He said majority of these people, they appoint their children, and their children have nothing to offer in that office. They just resume and they go back home the way they come, no input to grow the parastatal, and they will just go and spend the rest of the day in their house. And when the time to pay salary, you see them, they will appear again. And it happens even in CBN. It happens in the CBN. The juicy parastatal, that is what they always go for. And when they go for it, they are not always productive there. They just come there to come and just play outside the office and go back home without any productivity. Is that the kind of system you want us to be operating? That's not the kind of system. We want a productivity system that there will be. What are you bringing on the table for the betterment of that parastatus? What are you bringing on the table for the development of that parastatus? And their own is, I can tell you what, even this man, this former guy is Emir of Kano now, Sanusi Lamido, he made mention of the one in CBN, that when they said they want to bring the core operative of CBN to Lagos, and they said they still went against that. When they went against that, and what happened was the Elmer Sanusi has to come out that he himself he had an agenda. I didn't he stayed long under President Jonathan as CBN governor. He had that agenda to shift the core, core departments in that area to Lagos, because it's the children of it's the children of these big men in the society that occupy that space, that occupy all the majority of the appointments in the CBN, and they do nothing than to come to office when it is break time. They go back, and when it is time to pay their salary, they collect their money without any productivity.
Why the Fulani have this mindset of conquest? Like they have this conquest mindset. They've conquered Kwara State. Now they've conquered the majority of the government officers. Now they want to conquer Nigeria. What is their problem? So everything it is time that the president Bola Tinubu should organize Nigeria, and then let the individual go their separate way, because we cannot continue where a tribe is there should be where there other tribe in terms of conquest.
Yeah, that's what that's what we are fighting for now, and that is what we are campaigning for, and that is what we are agitating for. That we cannot be conquered in our country. The Fulani cannot conquer us in our country. If they know that they are now fully blown Nigeria, they should adhere with the Constitution of Nigeria, that every region is equal, every state is equal, every citizen is equal. Nobody can come and say I'm the second citizen, because they are training towards that to enslave us, and they return us to their slave, and that is what they are going about. Anywhere they get to, they occupy this, and they create their own cave there. How they create their cave, they start multiplying in numbers, and they make sure they dominate that area. I think that's the trend they want to embark on in the southwest, and the southwest will never allow that, because the governors are coming. I think the governors are really doing their work, what they ought to have done. Normally, they have to be proactive. It's not until now they're supposed to start standing up to defend their citizens. But it's never too late, right? As they are coming now, it's never too late for them.
Yes, it's a lot of Tinubu breaking the wings of the Fulani, because the people who believe in the Fulani by sacking them in all government agencies. Are you in support of that? Of what Tinubu is doing to deal with the Fulani now that they are coming out heavily? Are you in support of it?
100% over 100% support of Mr. President, because David, we are here now. We are content provider. We are engaging. We are bringing food on the table for what you do, the content provider you are. How would somebody in Nigeria like you will just decide he has nothing to offer Nigeria, and he will decide that this position belongs to him, that he just wants to sit down there and be idle there and not being productive there? I mean, those are the times that we'll be tolerating nonsense in this country, but everybody high has waken up.
Do you think that nnamdikanu and Sunday are now vindicated that this country can never be one with all what's happening?
You see, what happened when they were castrated, they were just put into dungeon there, was the people that occupying the space of governance at that time. Majority of them are loyalties of the Fulani. That was why I told you one of them came out as a governor. I just don't want to mention him, that he said he is a Fulani too. They should allow their brother to be carrying AK-47 to save their life. So when you say your brother and you're a governor of the state in the north there, he came out wholeheartedly on the TV, on the TV station. But not only him, there are like 3 that came out wholeheartedly that they should allow Fulani to breathe. So it's not about allowing Fulani to breathe. If Fulani want to breathe, they can breathe, but they should not encroach other people's rights. That is what we're fighting for. And human rights charter in the what we call the United Nations has stimulated that, and has cleared that on the existence of every citizen, every nation that belongs to United Nations. They ought to have known that, but did they go to school? No. Are they educated? No. So that is what we are facing now, and we have tolerated a lot of these things, and it is too late, but we have to still take it as a battle that we will never become a second citizen. We will not allow ourselves to be a second citizen. All these states, all average, every Nigerian are equal. So nobody should come and start, imposing what is not to me, what is not supposed to be. So I will not take that. I will not take that over my dead body.
Aisha Yusufu has taxed Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors. Stop blaming government. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states, the division's commander, to sit and dialogue for a way forward? The answer is yes. So if you can do that, so indirectly it's still have power over the military. Now when it calls for security meeting, don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count, and that is why our elected officials are acting this week. That assuming our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. Do you agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not, because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC. In the power.
The reason why they've lost
you've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in the position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election.
Yes.
As allegedly reports, the results were changed in the RF quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian, and for the governors too. How much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then make sure why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy, and when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what by what by inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say on government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. People are saying that you are seeing that as because you're the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure that police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you very much. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari,
he could not
Buhari is different. See,
so,
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what, overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation. Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Ohanes in Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him your conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country. And that is what, and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president. Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because yes, that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Tinubu released? It was let's go. Yes. So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of the sons. Yes. You don't have any right to agitate. Yes. So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, South Eastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
South Eastern Governors Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents. Yes. To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.